Sheldan Nidle update for the spiritual hierarchy and the Galactic Federation for -10-12 Dratso. We return. Events continue to move forward. In the post-Easter world, much is in the offing. In Asia, conferences have recently been held to determine the prerequisites for the new reality that is shortly to spring into being around you. At these meetings it was agreed that a number of prosperity funds would be used to create permanent wealth for Asia. Similar conferences were held in Europe and in the Americas. The vast amount of wealth accumulated by the Ascended Masters will be spread around your world to end poverty and to promote health and well-being for all. Funds will also be given to pres-elected individuals in order to create another avenue for disseminating these spectacular amounts of money. These resources are to be used to introduce the new technologies that will be made available to your world in the areas of health, agriculture, and transportation. Together, you will form partnerships with each other that permit a great deal of long-suppressed information to be made public. This new information and new technology will be the basis for shifting your present societies to the light. The new governance and the new financial system will be greatly facilitated by this new global abundance. Heaven has been using her infinite powers to ensure the acceleration of this immense shift in consciousness. We are just one part of this complex operation to shift your world to the light. Another point to be made here is that the demise of the Anchara alliance abruptly halted the support that the Dark Cabal had previously relied on. This loss of much valued allies has cut off these dark individuals and groups from their hand at the helm and is another sign, for those in the know, that the days of the Cabal's stranglehold are numbered. This group is now frantically trying to secure a deal with the light to lessen the initial punishment it faces. Heaven's purpose here is not to punish these miscreants so much as to have such chastisement serve as a means to wipe away the old dark energies of your world and replace them permanently with the light. The Ascended Masters are preparing the new financial institutions that are to be the core of the new banking system. This system is to augment the new governance set up by the new regimes. For example, banking will become a means of distributing the new wealth, as each individual requires a means to funnel money around to others, and to have access to managers who can ensure the success of the new partnerships that will spread the long-suppressed technologies to all humanity. Your societies are full of trained professionals in law, medicine, and food production, whose expertise needs to be redirected to serve the new prosperity and ensure that all duly respect your newly acquired freedom and sovereignty. You will be living in a world in transition, and as you move toward higher levels of consciousness, you will become aware of what we call galactic society. This involves a profound reordering of how your global societies function, and the way forward will become apparent as your new governance works diligently to transform your world. Your galactic society is founded on the honoring of each individual and on complete reverence for Mother Earth and her diverse networks of life. It will also promote the unification of inner and surface Earth. These currently separate entities are to come together and permit each of you to use your unique talents and abilities to sustain your home world and its amazing interlocking ecological networks. This primary task will be enlarged in the very near future to include all of your solar system's water worlds. You will discover that these worlds are in fact interlinked and form part of an entity whose welfare has been entrusted to you. This is why it is divinely mandated that you be transformed as swiftly as possible back into fully conscious beings of light. This will be achieved by our first contact mission. The Agarthans and we are fully dedicated to moving you into this state of divine grace, and to this end, we have set up a schedule, duly approved by Heaven, to accomplish this task and to introduce you to full membership in the Galactic Federation of Light. Namaste. We are your Ascended Masters. Our associates plan many important activities after Easter. This immediate period is when a very quick and detailed accounting of all funds is to take place. They will also hold the final planning sessions with a special action group assigned by the main Agarthan Council. Thus this coming week will be the one when all necessary moves to oust the necessary governments will be firmed up, scheduled, and a joint action calendar laid out. This calendar contains the schedule for completing the activities that will initiate the many caretaker governments around your world. At present, the new banking and financial system is in place, and we await only the fall of several dark regimes before this new system becomes the norm for all major nations. A new monetary system is set to accompany this and to end completely the present dominance of the American dollar. This transformation of your monetary and financial networks will rid your world of the misery of want and the many forms of deprivation that now grip your societies. Your world needs a transition point to prepare for the enormous prosperity that is to quickly become accepted as normal. The new technologies will take this fiscal abundance to the point where the exigencies of a money-based culture become obsolete. Then you will have reached the moment when your current view of society and its traditions can finally fade away and be replaced by truth and divine wisdom. You will begin to understand how galactic society functions, and why. In fact, we have daily observed these concepts in operation during our residence in the crystal cities of Agartha. Divine grace has given us the opportunities to guide all of you toward full consciousness and a new reality. The significance of this time of the year bestows a wondrous synchronicity to your coming new reality. Try to intuit just how dramatic these changes are going to be. You will be introduced to all of us. Then we will give you a series of very important teachings, which will blow apart many of those beliefs you now hold about heaven and earth. Heaven is a divine energy from which all life emanates. It is not about fear, but about love. It is wholly about divine grace and universal unity. Division comes not from heaven but from the dark. So be not in fear. Be in love. Feel the exquisite oneness that you are all part of. Rejoice in this energy, and know in your heart that your present reality and its harshness are to dissolve into joy, wonder, and infinite love. We live in this wondrous reality and know that this marvelous energy is descending onto all of the earth. Today, we discussed what is preparing to happen on your world. Heaven has accelerated the energies required to shift your world into the light. All of us come to you in love and with a dare wish to transform your reality to the light as swiftly as possible. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Selamat Gajan. Selamat Ya. Syrian for be one. And be in joy.